From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your morning update.
Your weekend weather update is made possible by Caltrans District 2.
Hey folks, good morning. Hope you had a lovely weekend so far. Temperatures still trending up, at least in the near term here in the valley from Redding all the way down to Chico. We're going to be in the 104 to 106 range. Siskiyou, Modoc County, upper 90s, probably right there near 100, to be honest with you, through this afternoon. Eastern Mountains out towards Plumas County, Modoc County as well. Same story, like it's going to be 99, 100, still very hot. We're going to have to get hotter before we get cooler, but I do think there are signs of cooler weather out in the extended term. I'll discuss that more in just a second. Now, as we head through the rest of today and into tomorrow, I want to talk about the fire weather just a little bit. I've seen worse, but still, I do think we're getting into the moderate to low end high category here in the valley from Redding south down to Corning, I would say. We get a little bit gusty out there, and we, of course, are pretty dry. Eastern Siskiyou County pretty much draw the line at I-5 East. Out towards Modoc County in the Eastern Mountains, same story. We're calling it, I'd say, about moderate to maybe some lower end high patches, but I have seen worse. I'm not seeing anything screaming there's huge fire danger, we need red flag warnings everywhere. Nothing like that, but I do think there is something like that lower end moderate category of fire danger here as we head through today and probably lasting into tomorrow as well. That might extend just a little bit west over to 299 near Hayfork. Of course, we got that hill fire channeling a lot of smoke down into Hayfork too. That's been a little bit onerous, that much is for sure. Of course, last night we saw a lot of that smoke kind of drifting into the valley, so see any of that at the sunset, for example, send us some pictures. Good to know ground truth where that smoke is. Then, of course, as we head through Monday here for a fire weather risk, same situation, a little more patchy, but I'd say about moderate to low end high-ish here for the fire risk. So, it's fire season. Do your part to prevent wildfires. Be very responsible for anything burning. I'm not here to judge, if you smoke or not, but don't flick your cigarettes out the window, right? Stuff like that. I don't need to babysit you. You've lived here long enough. Just want to mention that. Let's take a look at the forecast smoke. A lot of this smoke here from the hill fire has been drifting south and east, getting channeled down into Hayfork, maybe even down the 299 here. And that kind of creeps south and east with time. Of course, we saw that yesterday, and I think it's very possible we see that kind of meandering in the valley and west here as we head through, I'd say, the next 12 to 24 hours. And then out here towards eastern Siskiyou County, Modoc County, we get a little hazy, right? I mean, that's a lot of smoke there up north because there's some pretty big wildfires burning up in Oregon, and that kind of drifts south and will probably continue to let that haze linger up north by the state line there. So, yeah, we're definitely getting reminders that it's wildfire season. That much is for sure. Now, let's take a look at the extended term because I think as we head into today, tomorrow, the next day, we're staying hot, right? Like I said, widespread triple digits, right? We're going to be in the 104 to 106 range in the valley. Rest of us in Siskiyou County, Modoc County, Eastern Mountains, 99 to 101. Of course, hazy and smoky out here in eastern Humboldt County and Trinity County, maybe even out towards the valley. But as we head into Thursday, into Friday, so we're talking 5 or 6 days out, I have seen signs that we're cooling down a little bit. So don't take anything word for word, face value. I said this yesterday too, but I do see some promising signs if you're tired of the heat. Let's go inland, for example, out towards Trinity County. Yeah, we'll be back in the triple digits for the next several days. Hotter before we get cooler, that's what I've been saying. But look at the end of the week. You see that? That's a good 10-degree cool down, at least as of current indication. So fingers crossed, we actually keep that. Mount Shasta City, Alturas, Modoc County, out here towards Plumas County as well. Same situation there. I think we're pretty much dry and hot. Tuesday, maybe a creeping in area of monsoon moisture or two, but I really don't think that's too high of a chance, but do want to mention that. I think the main story, though, for all of us is the sign, the promising sign that in the extended term we'll have a little bit of a cool down to look forward to as we wrap up next week and perhaps head into next weekend. So by the time we're talking to you again, when I'm back here Saturday, maybe I'll be talking about average temperatures, maybe even a little bit less than that. So here's hoping, right, because I certainly don't like the heat, that much is for sure, and I've seen a lot of comments saying the same thing, but we'll see. Current indications are promising, but a lot of data can and will change in the meantime. Thanks for joining me for this forecast update. I'll be back with you at midday for more fresh from Weather NorCal Command Center, and I'll speak to you then.